Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I've got a video clip of Lou Dobbs and Sean Hannity on the Sean Hannity Show talking about the deep state and the left's attempted coup at President Trump's administration. I'd like you to watch the video clip and then we'll be right back with you and we'll talk some more about it.
My son is a wonderful young man. He took a meeting with a Russian lawyer, not a government lawyer, but a Russian lawyer. I think from a practical standpoint, most people would have taken that meeting. It's called opposition research or even research into your opponent.
That was President Trump earlier today. He was in Paris responding to a question about Don Jr. meeting with this Russian lawyer last summer. Here with reaction, author of the new book, Putin's Gambit, from the Fox Business Network. Our friend Lou Dobbs is back with us. I just outlined in great detail the Ukrainian issue of influence and real collusion. Then, of course, you got the British intel dossier. And Comey wanted to pay the guy with false information, and he was paying people for the information. But that's not what we hear about. What do you make of the double standard?
The double standard is more than that, I think, Sean, by a long measure. This is an effort to subvert the administration of President Donald Trump. It is nothing less. It is an effort by the deep state to roll over a duly elected president and a legitimate government and to break the will of the American people. This is no longer about Republicans and Democrats, conservatives and liberals. This is about a full-on assault by the left, the Democratic Party, to absolutely carry out a coup d'etat against President Trump, aided by the left-wing media. There's no the suggestion there's collusion between Trump and the Russians when we have absolute evidence of collusion between the Clinton Foundation, Secretary of State Clinton, and the Russians. I mean, this,
with
my
real
God,
money.
what does it take?
I don't know what it takes, but we've had 125 deep state leaks in 126 days. Every one of them, I would say, needs to be investigated for being a felony. You see, I think the only way this works is the deep state gets purged. Number one, Obama holdovers get purged. That still has not happened. The next thing is the laws of the country that apply to every American watching us now, Lou, need to apply to Hillary, need to apply to Comey, need to apply to Attorney General Lynch, and anyone else who leaked information within the deep state. If we don't hold them accountable, then it never stops.
You're exactly right. And by the way, the evidence is recent history. Over the course of the last month, we have watched those leaks accelerate, in point of fact, from the West Wing, the White House itself, instead of abate. And we have a Justice Department. Where is Attorney General Jeff Sessions? This is a time for the Attorney General to stand up and say this is not going to be tolerated and this is what is going to occur. We're opening investigations into the Clinton Foundation, to Uranium One and 20% of uranium production that was transferred ultimately to the Russians.
Well, why,
I mean,
Lou?
that's
Where
collusion.
is it? But the question is, I don't know any other antidote than to purge the deep state, to apply the law equally. And if you don't, then you're giving license for all of this to continue.
You know, I do think we should, as you say, apply the law equally, but just to apply the law randomly to Democrats would be such a massive improvement, an order of magnitude better than what we have now. We have President Trump being investigated by a special counsel, and there isn't even a crime called collusion. Bob Mueller doesn't have any basis in legal
we're going to have investigative creep. He's going to use Hillary's attorney to go further and further and set perjury traps.
Do you know what, Sean? It's interesting to hear the left-wing national media's narrative changing. This is going to be, quote-unquote, the new normal for 2 or 3 years as the Trump administration is investigated. They're actually saying that. I
4
think
years, Lou. 4. It'll be 4.
I think you're right. But it should be stopped here.
All right, Lou Dobbs on our sister network, the Fox Business Network, every night, 7 Eastern.
This is a Democrat, left-wing media, and deep state effort to thwart the will of the people and subvert a duly elected president, which is entirely unacceptable. Sean Hannity's right. This thing with Bob Mueller is getting into nothing but a mission creep. He's hired nothing but Clinton associates, which is really, really unacceptable. I mean, this is nothing bipartisan about this. This is something that should concern all Americans, and I urge everyone that's watching this video to please call your representatives in Congress, the Senate. I would also suggest that you call the Justice Department and urge Attorney General Sessions to get busy and defend our president. And personally, I think it would be a good idea if we all were to call the White House and just give the president a vote of confidence, telling them that we support him. I mean, that's something that I plan on doing, and I would urge all of my viewers to please do the same thing. President Trump is here for all of us, and we need to support the person that we put into the White House.
Whoa.